Good.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow from the gun. Complete out to the right. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Burrow on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears 47-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a give to Brown. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams. Completed over the middle.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And then oftentimes, Kate Wright just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of running.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive. You got to find a way to execute.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's caught for the first. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. A gain of 15 there. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
We've set it down from the 37. Burrow now on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pulled right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Escapes a defender. Works his way to the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Chase. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense. Getting him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or 2 miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will get them on the board.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Here's Swift on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
He dodged the tackle, and he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. Takes it in at the 26. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. This connects with Higgins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down. Well, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That is comped, and it's Higgins again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. To throw again, it's Burrow. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Oftentimes, play calling's like chess. You got to have just the right move. And in this case, that is checkmate. That's a crossing route versus man coverage. Just the right choice, and they got a completion out of it.
Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down and goal to go.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again. It's Burrow. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game.
Bears nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Josh Blackwell to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. We put a receiver in motion left. 1st down, Williams to throw. Secured by Burton on the slant. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Williams on 1st down. They set up the screen here to Swift. And this one does not go far. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Again, it's Williams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So entering the locker room, we've got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll always sign off on it when that particular call comes in the headset and the running back gets a chance to hear. The toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
Williams to throw on first. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A give left side to Brown. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackles. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Burrow gets it out right quick. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long for him here. It's caught. Chase has it. They stop it. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has room into the secondary. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Brown. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Burrow setting to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge the defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. And not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
For the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And he drives it up to the 24. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
To throw is Williams. Komet brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. That one's nabbed by Komet. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Swift. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. You're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
First down throw by Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Gain of 16 yards. That's another Bears first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Williams again. There's a screen now from Anunga. Troops away from one. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the red zone now. Burrow's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 7-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To the air yet again. Williams. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. 1st down, Burrow to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. So that's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And 10 from the 32. Burrow from the gun. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air again, it's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And the defense choosing not to let the 2-minute warning run just yet. So they're going to call time. 2:06 left in our contest. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Motioning the tight end now. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
we've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bears trail by 6. First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Throwing now. He's going to run for it. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Here he is to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here he is to throw. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, but they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward